Have you ever noticed how time flies quickly when you are engrossed in something interesting and drags on for an agonizingly long time when you are bored? What if this is not just a peculiarity of our perception, but a key to understanding the nature of time itself? What if time, as we know it, doesn't exist at all? This question has plagued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries who have tried to unravel one of the greatest mysteries of our existence. Today, we will delve into one of the most enigmatic philosophical ideas proposed by the brilliant thinker Henri Bergson. His theory turns everything we know about time upside down. Imagine, the time our clocks and calendars tell us is just an illusion, a convenient fiction we've created to organize the chaos of life. This idea may seem shocking, but it is at the heart of Bergson's revolutionary approach to understanding time and consciousness. In his theory, Bergson distinguishes two types of time. The first is measurable time, the tick-tock of our clocks, the flipping of calendars, the rigid limits of schedules. We all know it, we all use it. But what if it's just a tool we invented, like a ruler to measure space, but only to measure the changes in our lives? This time is mathematical, artificial, created by the human mind for convenience and organization of social life. It is divided into equal intervals. It is uniform and predictable. But can such mechanical time reflect the richness and complexity of our inner experience? The second type of time Bergson called duration is how we actually experience time. Think back to a moment when you were completely absorbed in your favorite activity. Time seemed to disappear, didn't it? Or the opposite, those agonizing minutes in line when every second stretches into eternity. This is Bergson's real time. Fluid, continuous, not divided into precise units. In this time, there are no clear boundaries between past, present, and future. It resembles a stream of consciousness, where all moments flow into each other, creating a unique symphony of life. Duration is not just a subjective perception of time. It is a fundamental reality of our existence. Like a river, it never remains unchanged. It is constantly transformed and renewed. In this stream, each moment is unique and unrepeatable, each moment bearing the imprint of all previous experience. That is why we can never experience the same moment twice, even if the external circumstances seem identical. But the most interesting part begins when we talk about the past and the future. According to Bergson, they don't exist. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But think about it. When you remember the past or dream of the future, where does it happen? That's right, in the present moment. All we have is the now, the ever-flowing, ever-changing now. The past lives in our memories, the future lives in our expectations, but both exist only in the present moment of our consciousness. This revolutionary theory led to a legendary dispute between Bergson and Albert Einstein himself. Where Einstein saw time as a physical quantity that could be measured and described by formulas, Bergson insisted that true time is what we experience in our minds, and no formula can capture that. This dispute between the two geniuses reflects the fundamental contradiction between the scientific and philosophical understanding of time, between objective measurement and subjective experience. Einstein, who created the theory of relativity, showed that time can slow down or speed up depending on the speed of motion and gravity. But Bergson pointed out that even this scientific understanding of time is based on measurements and comparisons that occur in the present moment of our consciousness. In his view, physical time is only a projection of true duration onto the material world. The debate between these two titans of thought went far beyond academia and raised fundamental questions about the nature of reality, consciousness, and human experience. It showed that time is not just a physical quantity, but a profoundly philosophical category, linked to the very essence of our existence. So what does this mean for you and me? Maybe it's time to stop being slaves to clocks and calendars. Sure, we still need to show up to meetings on time and meet deadlines, but maybe realizing that time is not a rigid ruler, but a fluid flow of experiences will help us live more freely and consciously. Maybe realizing this duality of time, measured and experienced, will allow us to find a more harmonious way of being in the modern world. Bergson's theory offers us a new way of looking at life, where each moment is valuable not for its duration in minutes and seconds, but for its richness, depth, and significance. It reminds us that true life does not take place in abstract units of time, but in the direct experience of living each moment. What do you think of Bergson's theory? Have you ever noticed how differently your own time flows? Have you ever had moments in your life when time seemed to stop, or on the contrary, flew imperceptibly? Maybe you too feel this difference between the mechanical time of a clock and the inner time of your soul. Share your thoughts and observations in the comments. Every experience is unique and valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new exciting journeys into the world of philosophy and science. Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos. And remember, every moment of your life is unique and unrepeatable, no matter what the clock says.